And so you can see the light coming through the back of like the Kindle paper. And I'm like irritated because I have it in my backpack. I don't have a cover for it, but it's kind of annoying. I'm sorry. I was sad.
Here we go. All right, I found my notes.
Okay, wait, hold on.
And by notes, I mean every time I highlighted that someone was just jizzing somewhere.
Someone was like coming and caps lock. Someone was like orgasming, like, oh, God!
And I'm like, highlight? Because this is clearly super important content.
Same. Okay. Hello, Internet.
Hey, interweb.
Random, like, just the waterfall of new viewers. Okay, so we're Only Lovers Left in the Library, and we are subgroup, the Vaginal Fantasy, and we read romance and genre, and this time we read super gay romance. Is that a genre? Super gay? Super gay paranormal.
I don't know. I would specify that it's super gay romance written by a straight romance writer.
Super gay angsty romance.
Yeah.
It's just super gay angst.
How about cock-centric hella fantasy? Because I don't know that it was so much super gay as there was a lot of dick.
One of them was super gay and the other one was like, I'm gay, but like,
just for your dick.
Which
you just have an exceptional penis.
It upset me.
Exceptional penis.
Also, let me bite your dick. No.
I popped my collar. So I can look like a rebellious. What is it?
So wait, let me get this straight. So I don't have my horns. I wish I had my horns on me so then I could like be okay. First of all,
own horns.
Yeah. Don't you remember when we did the Devil's West? I wore the like.
Oh yeah. I forgot about that.
They're just hard to. They're like a little elastic band and they're hard to keep in the right spot. I need to get una diadema para ponerlas bien. But they kind of like it would have been perfect, but I didn't even think of bringing them. Anyhow, so this month we read. What did we read? What was the title?
Shadow Seduction.
Shadow Seduction by Kresley Cole. And whoo boy.
Feelings.
By the way, I'd like to let the internet know that I won and I read the book first.
Oh my gosh, it's not a competition.
I know it's not, but if it was, I would have won.
Also,
I would have won.
I haven't read the book first for like a really long time.
I was gonna say, I'm like, bitch, you pretty much always read the book first.
No, but like for the last 2 books, I've been like reading it like the day of. I'm like, shit.
Girl, I'm always like, oh, the hangout's at 9. I'm gonna go take my lunch break.
At 8:30.
Fellow coworkers, I'm gonna go take a smoke break. I'll be right back. That's a lot of semen. Jesus. Oh my god.
That's me at work. I'll like take bathroom breaks that end up being reading on the toilet breaks.
No, seriously. No, but I finished.
I'm just really pooping a lot. It's fine.
I read this on Mother's Day. I think I read this on Mother's Day. I started in the morning and I finished it like in the afternoon and was like, okay, so that happened. And then I watched a bunch of like Munchausen by proxy shows. It made for a great Mother's Day. Anyway, awesome. Does anyone have the summary, the Goodreads summary? Because I don't have it.
I just pulled it up.
Okay, so this month was like super gay panic romance.
Yes, thank you.
And it was by Kresley Cole, and this is part of like I don't know if it's part of it or
the kind of like biggest fantasy series.
A little side quest for the. I know this is Immortals After Dark, but I don't know anything else about the series, the vampires.
But the rest of the series is male female. It's just I feel like she's just always had a thing for like gay dudes getting it on in front of her, and she just finally built up the courage to be like, you know what, I'm gonna write this down.
For sure.
I'm gonna write the kind of romance I want to see. How
many scenes happen in the book where it was literally like girls went to have sex with them, and then they were with each other, and they were like, and just watch.
Yeah, the girls were like, they're gay.
It's really
for each other.
It's really hot if like you guys make out.
And then he's like, well, okay, but I'm doing it just because the girls think it's cool, not because I like really like dick or anything.
That redhead chick's got some fat tits, so like this is for her. Looking at you, Yolanda. Let's do this.
Whatever. No one's got a normal name in this stupid series. Okay, Tasha,
I could
read the summary, and then we can fucking start because I'm ready.
Internet. Are you ready? Okay. Shadow Seduction by Kresley Cole. In this scorching Immortals After Dark / Dacian novel. I'm pronouncing it Dacian, by the way.
That's how I pronounce it too.
That's how I pronounce it too. Ooh.
Amazing. That never happened. Okay. Sorry. In this scorching Immortals After Dark / Dacian novel, #1 New York Times best-selling author, Kresley Cole brings together a wicked vampire prince used to getting everything he desires, and a demon warrior who always felt like an outcast.
Oh, God.
A night of debauchery. Prince Mercio Daciano?
Sure.
And his new friend Caspian the Tracker comb the streets of Dacia, drunkenly seeking out pleasures of the flesh. Don't we all?
As one does.
As one does on a Tuesday. Where the hell was I? Sorry. Okay. In what should have been a typical night, they coax a bevy of nymphs to bed. To impress their females, the demon and the vampire kiss on a dare. Changes them forever. Once they finally break away from their soul-searing kiss, they find themselves alone and shaken. Because they both jizz their pants immediately, but that's neither here nor there.
Well, one of them might have jizzed the other one like pre-came, right?
Yeah. Exactly. To be discussed. Okay. Shaken. Had they imagined their explosive chemistry? Obstacles ranging from a death sentence to exile in a war-torn dimension threatened to destroy their lives, and the vulnerable promise in that one kiss. How long can they resist the fire that blazes between them? Even if Mercio can accept Caspian as his fated mate, the seductive vampire still must convince the stubborn demon that their bond is forever. And any royal Dacian union must receive the blessing of King Lothair, an unpredictable and savage killer, who appears for roughly 10 minutes of this.
I know. I'm like, wait, dude, does it though? Like, it doesn't.
King Lothair doesn't give a shit, but neither here nor there.
His wife is like,
pussy whipped. He's
His
pussy
wife
whipped.
is like, stop. Yeah. He's like, she's like, stop. We're like, people opposed our union, and it's fine now.
No,
so just be okay with this.
One of the most anticlimactic scenes in the whole book. He was like, "No, never," and then his wife was like,
Stop being a dick.
Like, okay, fine, but I won't like it.
I'm sure that's a throwback to the king and queen's origin story of how their relationship started in a different book, and they're like showing us how pussy whipped he is now.
Nobody cares. Nobody.
People who love the series care, but I've never read anything from the series, so like I don't know who these people are.
I'm not invested.
Yes, I'm not invested.
Okay,
that was the summary?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh wow.
It's literally the summary is they made out.
Oh.
You don't know how they feel. Tension, and that's it.
Cool. I'd like to acknowledge, like, verbally that, like, I love your bloody. So you're supposed to be the vampire here. You're the
Here's
only
the thing.
member.
Here's the thing. In this story, both vampires and demons are really into sucking blood. So let's be honest. I can pretty much be whatever floats your boat. Whatever role you need me to fill, I'm the androgynous bloodsucker.
Okay, so Andrea, what are you supposed to be though? Like, are you? Like now, I'm like, I'm not sure.
I'll be the sweet little sister that gets kidnapped and doesn't suck any blood.
I was gonna say, are you one of the nymphs?
No.
Goth nymph.
Yeah, goth nymph. That's what I was going for, but okay. It's your cosplay. It's your roles. Okay, so who wants to go first? What were your overall thoughts? And then I have some.
I love how you totally skipped yourself out. Like,
well, I didn't dress up.
I didn't really dress up either. Let's admit here that the only one who like put any effort into this was Tashay.
Okay, effort, like smeared lipstick on her face.
Okay, that's some good looking lipstick though.
It is though. It is. Damn it.
Yeah. Kat Von D studded kiss. Liquid lipstick, actually.
It looks amazing. Good for you.
I
put on the Twin Peaks shirt because Twin Peaks season 3 started, so whatever. Spoopy for me.
I need to watch that.
I had nothing gothic in my, and I really suck at eyeliner.
Goth isn't a wardrobe, it's a lifestyle. Live goth, you're fine.
I am like conflicted at best. I can't like I can't decide.
You're fine. You can be one of the like new nymphs who's trying to figure out like whose dick she's supposed to suck at the
right. No, I'm down with, like watching the orgy. I'm down with like participating and or being like observant to the orgy, but like I'm the nymph that's wearing the t-shirt that's like this is okay.
I was like fine staying home tonight, guys. I don't know why you keep making me come out.
I know. Okay. That's definitely me. Okay, so do you guys want to share your overall impressions? Like, what did you think of the book?
Andrea, go.
Yeah, you finished it last, so you go.
Okay, I finished it last because it sucked. I finished first.
What do you mean?
What, are you crazy? You're telling me that Nobel Prize laureate Kresley Cole,
New York Times best-selling
author.
I will say that this wins the award for most sex that did nothing to me. Like, sometimes we're reading books and I'm like, all right, but not this book. Like, not at all. Also, it really annoyed me how the characters could literally get turned on by a single word in any situation. It'd be like, they're literally about to get beheaded and one of them says, dick, and the other one starts like, that's how it is the whole book. The whole book is like, it's such a dick. Like, one of them could be like, ooh, there's some blood, and the other one would have a raging heart on within like 5 seconds. It was really, look, one of the highlights that I did, they are crossing the desert, right? And there's Wendigos, right? That's how you say it?
Wendigo?
I don't know.
Wendigo.
There's cannibals everywhere trying to eat them, and these things that shoot up out of the sand and like swallow you whole. There's like all this shit going down, and one of them grabs the other's hand, and the other one goes, is like, no, and then the vampire is like, what? Are you kidding? Hand holding is taboo after I nursed blood from your dick. And the other one immediately gets a hard on, stifles a groan, and says, please don't remind me, as they are being surrounded on all sides.
Girl, when you want that dick, you want that dick.
When you want that dick, you want it.
It could not have been that good. I refuse to believe that any
demon dick.
Oh, I was going to say
demon dick. You don't know. You're not an immortal. You don't know.
No, it was just so over the top. I couldn't get into it. Okay.
I understand how you feel.
Tashay.
Oh, is it my turn?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm like, my hair is looking really poofy. I'm getting a haircut on Saturday. Trimming it, bringing it down. Anyway, sup, internet. So, how did I feel about this book? So, first of all, I don't know how to feel about the blowjob scene where the demon cuts his own dick so that he's bleeding as the vampire is sucking his dick, because it's like the combination of pre-jizz.
I like how me and Andrea are like covering a part of our face.
It was a visceral response as well, because guys, like, I put lipstick on my face as like, haha, this is blood, and then I was like, yo, I'm either feasting or I just gave a mad intense bead to this demon, because apparently this is how that would have ended. Their names were really hard to pronounce. There was this weird time jump they did at some point where you sort of are introduced to them when they first meet in this demon Russian bathhouse orgy scenario where like everything is fucking everything, because I guess as soon as you walk in, it's immediate consent. because someone's gonna rail you.
I mean, if you're showing up to the Russian orgy,
You're showing up to this bathhouse demon orgy.
Getting railed.
Exactly. Everything's open. The butt, your ear, elbow nook, this space back here, this little
space between your shoe and the actual foot.
And the actual your little foot curve. That's gonna get railed. Someone's gonna rail it. And we are introduced to them when they first meet, and immediately the vampire wants to fuck the demon, and the demon's just like, nah, brah, I'm straight. Nah, brah, I'm straight. Nah, brah, I'm straight. But I guess we can hang. After the vampire is like, no, but like, I just want to know about you. I'm like, really, demon? Do you not know that line? Like, he walks up to you trying to fuck you this whole time, and then he's like,
he wanted that expensive demon alcohol.
Yo, you know what? I gotta give it to Cashin. Is that how we were pronouncing it?
I don't. Honestly, it took me at least half the book to learn their names because they called each other demon and what was it, leechling or something?
Leech. You call them a leechling, yeah.
It literally took me half the book before I could keep the two names straight.
Yeah, I had that same reaction, but just because Caspian sounds more like a vampire name and Marcio sounds more like a demon name, but Marcio was the vampire.
But it was backwards. It was backwards. And I was like, what the fuck?
It's just throwing me off so hard. But anyway, so vampire's like, I'll buy you some drinks and we can like go on the hunt for Poon and D and just be friends that way. And then demon's like, cool. Just the excuse that got them to travel together and somehow be super into each other in that window of time was confusing. And then fucking they sort of throw this weird vague backstory at you about the vampires having all this drama in the kingdom and the demon's poor and he comes from almost like a street urchin background. And then it propels you into 500 years later for the demon, but it's been like 2 months for the vampire because he goes to this weird dungeon. I also couldn't figure out if this was happening in a world like our own or in a different world.
I think that it was like in their
it's
world.
A different universe. It's a different universe. There was really weak world building. It's very hard for me to know where we were because there's vague descriptions of this bathhouse type scenario, but that could be anywhere. And then weirdly introduced the idea of he went somewhere where time goes so fast that even though here it's been a few months, over there was 500 years.
I don't think it was even months. I think it was like 3 weeks equaled like.
Yeah, because the vampire's like, yo, like I haven't seen you in a bit. What's up? And the demon's like, it's been 500 years. I'm so much stronger. I'm rich now. I got all this money. So fuck you. And I'm not gay.
I'm not gay. I'm not gay. I'm serious. I'm not gay anymore. Okay,
you can suck my dick and we're gonna have sex, but that doesn't mean I'm gay. Stop calling me gay, but like keep sucking my dick and I want
God damn it.
Oh, fuck. Oh, look guys, Indy's there. Look at him.
I know. I saw it, but I didn't want to interrupt you. He's just like chilling behind Andrea.
Yeah. God, I'm sorry. Anyway. But yeah, so there was no conflict other than not gay, bro. Not gay if we don't make eye contact. Not gay if we don't spoon after. Not gay if I don't tell you I love you. Not gay if I don't look you in the eye when I tell you I love you after you're sucking my dick. Not gay if we don't kiss on the mouth after you suck my dick. Not gay if like I don't look at you when we're kissing in the mouth when there's still my demon jizz in your mouth and there's blood in my mouth.
I was telling Christina that I almost kind of wish like they hadn't turned out to be mates just so that it would like the story would be at least a little bit less predictable. The whole thing was building up to like, oh my gosh, will they finally have sex? Will they finally turn out to be mates? And then surprise, they have sex. They turn out to be mates.
I do like that the vampire immediately had a panic attack the next morning. Unrelated to them being mates, but it was so funny. But the demon's reaction because so the vampire has that they finally through the sloth of garbage that is them getting together. They finally get together in this weird cave on their way to do some sort of adventure story. And the next morning, the vampire just like wakes up cramping with a pain in his arm and he's puking blood, And he's like, I don't feel good. And the demon's like, I knew that you couldn't.
I knew you weren't serious about being serious with me. You made me go gay for nothing.
I knew that as soon as I popped my demon cherry and I came inside you and I marked you as my boyfriend, you'd lose your shit. Fuck you, you suck. And the vampire's like throwing up blood.
Something's wrong.
It's like pale.
And the demon's like, I know you were a fucking liar. And he fucking leaves him.
And he leaves. And the vampire's like laying in his own vomit blood.
The whole thing is
pretend this is the floor. This is the vampire.
The thing is, like, I get that the demon was like so worried that like this dude was gonna leave him, but like if my partner was throwing up on the floor and cramping in his arm, my first thought would not be, oh, he is disgusted by me. It would be, oh shit, let me get you like to a doctor. Because here's what happens: the demon's like, you don't actually want to have sex with me forever. And the vampire like pukes up blood because like what happened was his sister like got kidnapped and he could feel it or whatever. Like he pukes up blood and the demon's reaction is, see, even your body is telling you you can't stand me.
It's literally like, oh, I'm really happy that we finally. It's like, you didn't want to date me. Fuck you. No, fuck you. No. Oh my god. Anyway, so it's it just felt like plot was sprinkled on it. Plot points were sprinkled on a story that was mostly an excuse for them to fuck. It was a sex scene sprinkled with plot.
Mm-hmm.
Is the best way I can describe it. But it also just wasn't a great sex scene either. Because there was just a lot of like...
Also, every single person in this book roared when they came.
All caps lock, I'm coming!
Vampire, I can't keep doing it! Demon, I'm gonna 15 exclamation points.
And all caps every time. Because
All caps, I highlighted every single one of them though.
Your beautiful cock!
Okay.
It hurt my face.
I'm gonna simmer down because like you guys have made me laugh a lot. My cheeks hurt.
Yeah, probably as much as like vampires' cheeks hurt from sucking giant demon dick.
Oh, yeah, demon like and wow. Okay. So if we're just doing overall impressions, I was really excited to read like gay again. I was like, yeah, vampire, demon, gayness, yeah. And then I started reading it and I was like, oh god. What is this? And I think
I've made a terrible mistake.
I still enjoyed it. I was just upset that it was so schlocky and that I feel like I really needed to know who the other characters were and what was going on in this universe to really understand what was going on with these characters. Like, I get it that there were sex scenes, but, you know, okay, there was sex scenes and there was plot sprinkled on top of it. Like, I really just needed more sprinkles. Like, I just was like, what is going on? Why is this? And then all of the really interesting things that happened off camera. Like, when he is gone for like those 500 years that he's making his life or whatever, like they end up splitting up. His friend is like gonna get claimed. Okay, the demon's friend, his friend who is a girl, but not his girlfriend, is going to get married to some guy. And then so they're all fighting. And then he's like, I'm going to enter this tournament to win her. And then that happens like off camera. Like, it's like, oh, and you find out about it. Like,
remember when you tried to fight that guy and he fucked you up?
Yeah. And then I spent 500 years in a cave pretending I wasn't gay. And okay. And that, I guess, that really is the other like huge disappointment for me. I was really bummed at how I mean, okay, I get it that there's different shades of gay, and because I'm gonna put it that way. I get it that there
50 Shades of Gay.
I get it that there are everyone's got a different sexuality, different orientation. There's in between, and you don't have to like go by these labels of gay or bisexual. But it was disappointing that the demon just was so hard. And even when he's had sex with the demon like
With the vampire.
5 times. I'm sorry, he's had sex with the vampire like 5 times. I highlighted this because I was really upset by it. It says, okay, Merceo went heavily, because that's how I said the name. Merceo went heavily lidded. So you're officially bisexual? Now your desires aren't as restricted? And then the demon says, on the contrary, I'm not attracted to anyone but you. The vampire gave him a knowing look. Lots of people are mersexual. You're not alone. Mersexual? Because Cass's lips twitched. One thing he knew for certain, it would never be dull with this prince. And I was like, come on, man. Are you fucking serious right now?
His puns are pretty fucking dull.
I get it, but I also felt like it was, like, for how outrageous this book was, how, like, over the top, like, demon orgies, vampire orgies, like, okay, I want to make it work with my demon boyfriend, so I'm going to get an egg because he wants to have a family, so I'm going to, like, fertilize this egg, and we're going to be, like, a gay demon vampire family. Like, they fucking went there with, like, and then he just couldn't say, okay, I'm gay, or I'm bisexual, or I'm having a, he's like, no, I'm not attracted to anybody but you. And it's just, that was like, really? Why? It felt like demon by erasure, like, I don't know if you guys watch Grace and Frankie, but that on one of the characters, Soul, he is like gay.
I love him.
He is okay, but he is gay for this other guy, and he still has sex with Frankie at one point, spoilers. And I just feel like it sucks that he's like, no, I'm gay now, and I'm just like why does it have to be? Why can't you forget a los dos?
Well, no, because I think Saul is more like, I'm in love. I definitely see as like he loves people because he fell in love with this person who happened to be a man.
Mm-hmm.
He still felt a different kind of love.
Yeah, but for a show like that, I didn't see what was wrong with him just saying, yeah, I like men and women. I loved a woman for a certain part of my life, and now I love a man, and I can love both. And like, what's so outrageous about that? I just was like, why not? Why not go for it? And I felt like the stupid demon gay book could have done with a little more bi exposure, is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
how much is brought up.
The book definitely needed more of that. Grace and Frankie's perfect though, so.
I feel like everyone in the book was super accepting of the male-male relationship, like overall, except for the demon. He was literally the only.
It was like it reminded me of Brokeback Mountain. You remember Did you guys watch Brokeback Mountain? Oh my god. Well, okay, like Jake Gyllenhaal is like gay. He's like gay.
So gay.
But then
like fucking other gay men.
What's the other guy? What's the other guy's name?
Heath.
What's the other guy's name? I know his name is Ennis. His character is Ennis Del Mar, and so they make it seem like he's straight, but he's like only gay for Jake Gyllenhaal. And I'm like, dude, you're bisexual. Like, you're fine. I don't want to dictate what people's sexuality are, but I just feel like there's nothing wrong with just saying you're bisexual either.
Yeah. Yes.
And that of all the things that this book had going like wrong, like crazy plot, crazy everything, that of all things was like,
you couldn't just be bi.
You can't just be bi. Okay, fine. Okay, fine, author, fine.
Like, puedes peinarte y hacerte rolo.
Yeah, you can do both.
Wait, is that an actual thing? Because I've never heard that before.
The saying
Girl,
is,
yes.
Girl, okay, it's o te peinas o te haces rolo. Like, you either do one thing or you do the other. You either roll your hair up or you comb it out.
But like, you can roll your hair up and then comb it out. Like, why not?
You could like comb out your rolled hair. You roll half your hair while you comb out the other half. Right? What if you want to do a sleek half braid? You're like curling one side and you braid the other.
What if it curls too tight? Loosen
it up a little bit. Get a little flat iron action in there. With your fingers. Let's make it a party.
I have a question. It says, would this have made more sense if, like, in context, like, do you guys feel like you needed to read the other books in order to understand this book?
I think the other books No, because I think the other books were mostly about the other characters, right? Like this one's only very loosely affiliated in the sense that like characters repeat, or that's the sense that I got. Like, I don't think you needed anything else from other books in order to understand this. You may have known more about like the secondary characters, but I don't think we would have known more about the primary characters.
I think maybe the world they existed and might have made more sense. Not necessarily the characters, but the warring factions, the battles between the different families, the reasons between the reasons behind the betrayal of the brothers, because the king who is in power right now betrayed his brother and put him in a prison and like kidnapped him, played chess with him. And did he take his wife? Is that what happened? I was a little confused as to, or he was just like in love with her. The Mad King Lothair.
Nah, he's like married to chick. I don't know.
He's just like happy with her, right? Anyway.
Yeah, because he married like some mortal person and then turned her into a vampire.
Into a vampire. Okay. See, that sounds interesting to me. Vampire king, crazy with power, finds this like vampire woman who's different and like spunky.
Oh god, he's talking about spunk.
Yeah. Sassy. She's and kidnaps her and turns her into a vampire against her will, and then seduces her until she loves him. Yeah, okay, cool. I'll read that. Why not? It's nothing like Stockholm syndrome.
Problematic.
Oh yeah. There's nothing like Stockholm syndrome to be a great base for a love story. Yeah. But I feel like the other books probably would have explained like maybe she's not the victim of mental trauma. Maybe she's just like the belle to his beast.
Right. Okay, so my second question is dick biting ever okay?
How hard?
To the point that it happened in this
book. How hard are we talking about?
We're talking about like we're drawing blood.
Is there consent beforehand?
Here's the thing.
Oh my god, you brought up a huge point in the story. When the vampire bites the demon the first time, he doesn't ask for permission. He goes for it.
Which is like fucking him. That's what they say at some point, is like getting bit by a vampire is like ecstasy, like you're just jizzing out every orifice. But he did not get the okay to do that first.
My thing that I was just like traumatized by though is that, and I personally just hadn't seen this before. Granted, I have not read a lot of vampire fiction, but I've never seen before the whole like once you've been sucked on by a vampire, like your blood starts to like you start producing more blood and you have to continue to be sucked by him. So like in this book, a vampire sucks on you. If he doesn't suck on you again, like you're screwed. Your body produces way too much blood. So like the demon has to start like cutting himself just to like get all that excess blood out, because otherwise he walks around with an engorged bloody dick all the time.
Shit.
Or jumping off point, can you imagine how bad your fucking period would be?
That's literally what I was asking earlier.
When you were asking before. Oh, yes, girl, okay.
That's why I randomly asked you guys via text earlier. I'm like, do vampires drink period blood? Because I was like, if they're drinking penis blood, like.
I was way more like inebriated when you asked that, but I feel like, yes. I remember reading Anne Rice's Memnoch the Devil. Lestat goes into hell, and he like made a friend, right? Like right before he left, it was like a nun or something like that. And like when he comes back from hell, I think he's missing an eye, and he's traumatized as all hell, and literally, and he is all like, I need some blood from this chick that I kind of like. And I think I read this a really long time ago, and he like she's on her period, and he like sucks her period blood. I remembered that.
Okay,
I remember that.
Here's the thing. That sounds really gross, but at the same time,
you would save on underwear and menstrual pads.
Right, that's what I'm thinking. Like, does that mean they don't have to wear like any tampons or anything?
Vampire diva cup.
Vampire diva cup.
Vampire cup. Where you're just like you're on your period and they just like.
Anyway, so going back to your original question, I think
yes.
That's amazing.
If you're a person, probably you should not cut a person's dick and suck their blood out.
Yeah, I feel like that's infection.
But if that person has already been sucked on by a vampire, you're really doing them a favor by letting that excess blood out.
Okay, yeah.
Just keep in mind, though, if you are doing them a favor, you're probably also going to get jizz in your mouth. So then it's going to be a combination of blood and jizz in your mouth, which
Ew.
is just a lot of salt.
Okay, so like, aside from all of like the crazy, just so much jizz and like pre-jizz and all the stuff that was happening in this book, like there was there was a level of romance. Okay, there was like,
let's say there was romance.
There's this whole thing about them being fated for each other, right? That
they snuggled once. They snuggled the one time.
We should tell the internet how you know that you are mates for life.
That's exactly what I'm getting to. You brought it up like in the chat, and I was like, yes, like we need to talk about that. So, okay, how does it work? If you're a vampire, eventually
you die.
Your heart stops. You just stop being alive.
And you lose
and when you see your fated one, that's when you're like, and then your heart starts beating.
This is important. Once your heart stops,
you lose your
more sex. Yeah, you can't have any more sex until your heart gets awakened again.
Yeah, that's the real reason why people want to find their soulmates. They're not like, I want love. It's like, come on, buddy. We can do it. Come on. What are you doing? Come on. Why are you doing this?
Okay, and so then for the demons, it's like they can orgasm, but they don't ejaculate. I know we talked a lot about jizz and whatever, but they don't ejaculate. They just kind of like have ghost sperm shooting out of their dick, and then like once they find their fated one, then they can like
produce sperm.
Fuck them, put the sperm in them, and then they get the demon seal, which means that like you're mine.
You can only ejaculate, like even if it's your mate, you'll only ejaculate if you're actually inside them.
Yes, you need to ejaculate.
And I wondered, I had so many questions.
I had so many questions. Doing other stuff like a bunch of times before they actually had sex, like
also
jobs and like touching and like.
How does it work if you're a lady demon and you want to like fuck another lady demon? How do you get your seal?
Like it would have made more sense if we read other books in the series, because I feel like maybe this question would be.
I don't know that they would have delved into this in another book. I think that they stuck to man-woman pairings. So I'm very confused.
I feel like the core audience for this woman's books are other women. So I feel like we would only ever meet like male demon protagonists, if that he doesn't care.
Disclaimer. Reasons why I gave this book like as high of a rating as I did was because I was starting. I sometimes I read a book, right, and I'm like, I don't know if I'm being like way harsh, right? So then I'll check the other ratings. I'm like, okay, am I the only?
How many stars did you give it?
I think I gave it 4 stars to start, and then I changed it to 3 stars.
What?
But I really wanted to give it like 2 stars.
Did you change it to 3 stars when you saw my 2-star rating?
No, remember I won, so I read the book before y'all. So it was like a day or two afterwards when I'm like, okay, I feel better about myself. I'm gonna change it to 3 stars. Okay, so what happened was that I was going through the ratings, and then like I find people giving it 1 star, but okay, I know that Andrea read it, and I know that she didn't like think it was a great book, so she gave it 1 star. She's got her reasons. Great.
Homophobia.
But some people that read this book didn't even read it, read the description, read that it was male romance, and then just like rated it. I'm like, how are you going to rate something that is not like you haven't even read? You're just like, oh, this is gay, 1 star. Fuck you. Oh, I'm giving it 3 stars so then I like balance out the algorithm.
Oh, you mean like Congress voting on women's rights and or LGBTQ issues without they themselves becoming informed on the impact of their decisions?
A bunch of men voting for women like fucking shit, and there's no women. I can't.
You came out of a lady and you had sex with a woman once. You totally get to decide what my ovaries do.
You fucking know.
Yeah, it's totally the same thing. I peed standing up once. I know what it means to have a dick.
Okay, wait. So my question, I don't know. Going back, my question was.
Not gonna lie, I'm really considering buying that like plastic
pee standing up a thingy.
Yes, because I'm gonna be 9 days in the North Carolina wilderness. Like I could use this plastic dick funnel when I'm out there for real.
Wait. What?
Are you gonna pee?
What?
Are you
Why
gonna
do we
poop?
have a plastic
No,
dick funnel?
it's this thing that you like this is your vagina and you like put it like this and then you can just like pee into a bush without squatting or any.
Yeah. Christina, you place your Venus mound up against a cup, and when you pee, it funnels out, so you don't pee on your pants or
This
socks.
is why
or
I don't go
anywhere.
outdoors. This is why I stay indoors.
No, you don't need to use this to pee in the woods. You can use this to pee in between parked cars in the city because there's no bathroom except for Starbucks, and they close at 9.
Ooh, I could have used that one night we went to that barber shop bar.
Yeah, bitch. Yeah, you can have. Also, Andrea, does that mean y'all have to poop in the woods?
Yes.
No, this is why I don't go outside.
Biodegradable toilet paper.
Also, you won't hear from me for 9 days.
No, come back. I'll be so scared. Those are gonna be terrible 9 days for me.
So
That
like,
means you won't have any indie snaps.
I was about to say, I'm like, does that mean Indy's gonna stay with me? Because like, I'll take him.
I'll take him. Shit.
I'll put him in one of those little cat backpacks that has the little window in the back, so he can see the big
You'll
city.
fucking
But not.
hate that, and you know it. You fucking hate that shit.
Oh my god, it would be hilarious. Oh my god.
No, because I vote for never putting Indy in one of those, so I should get Indy.
Oh.
No, I was asking you about the guys. I was asking you about the romance. What'd you think about the romance?
Oh.
I'll
put broccoli.
About the demon seal and the heartbeat shit.
It was fucking stupid. That's my response.
like
That's my response. It's fucking stupid.
I feel like we were supposed to believe in the romance from the beginning because the vampire's all like, I
feel an affinity with you.
Yeah.
That's what he says. I highlighted it because I was like, affinity. I love that word.
If you want affinity, go read the book Affinity because it's definitely a lot better than this.
Well, the thing that I thought was weird is like,
guys, I ripped my demon seal.
no, he kept saying like, oh, I love your mind, like I'm into you for your mind, but like they never show us these conversations that like show the demon's mind. So like I couldn't believe that the vampire was actually into his mind. And then the demon kept saying like, oh, he's my best friend, like I can't imagine life without him, he's the best, blah blah blah. But like, but I was like, I couldn't see that either because they don't ever actually show us what they talk about when they hang out. They only ever show us like either them having sex, them trying not to have sex, them talking about how they do or don't want to have sex with each other, or you know what I mean? Like that's literally we never get the content of anything else in their conversation.
I did like their interaction, how they were just kind of like, and they would just kind of like come on, like shoulder bump each other and like just to fight. They would just be so bratty with each other.
Honestly, guys, that sounds like my love life. So
they were just like constantly just like
you get violent, beat each other up, you talk about having sex, you have sex, argue, fight some more, and then someone gets their dick sucked.
They weren't play fighting; they were for real fighting.
Yeah. I don't fuck around.
Oh, okay. Perdón. Oh, yeah. Slap. So yeah, I just wondered how you felt about it. But I also felt like the romance was a little tacked on here, along with all of the other plot devices.
Girl. I also feel like women didn't matter. Like, the nymphs were just sort of there as an excuse for them to make out. The sister was sort of there as an excuse to cause a conflict in the relationship. And the queen was just there to have it be like, okay, that it turns out they like to have sex with each other.
Mm-hmm. I thought the whole egg thing was sweet. That was the only time where I was like, oh my god. Also, that vampire was crazy as fuck. Like, he was crazy.
Let's have a baby together. Never mind that you can't look at me when you tell me you love me. Let's have a baby together.
I thought it was sweet
actually,
though.
that kind of annoyed me though, because I feel like in real life, people are always like,
No. His first thing was make me a woman.
Oh,
right? He's like, make me a woman, and she's like, can't we just fertilize an egg? And she's like, oh, we could do that. Cool.
I just
make me a woman for a few years.
I just wanted one of them to bring up like adopting some little demon beggars or whatever. Like,
he did at one point. He's like, "Oh, we can like have little fosterlings," and he's like, "Oh, that'd be great."
that as an afterthought, like
Yeah, it
3/4
was an
of
afterthought.
the way through the book, after the egg plan had already been laid out, who was gonna
The egg plan was laid out.
Get it?
Laid out on the
Oh my fucking god. No.
I'm sorry. Also, did you just snort? Because that's
I
my
did.
Yeah, this is like
my
her
thing.
third snort tonight, though.
I'm drinking beer and looking at Indy sleeping in the background. Sorry, guys.
No, it's amazing.
He's
Okay,
a
I'm gonna
little
look up some of my highlights.
There you go, Tashay.
Little love, lumpy lump of love,
Aw,
lumpy
he's a
love, love. Who is a racist and didn't like me when he met me.
Okay, I'm gonna look at my highlights. You guys should look them up because there was some good shit to
wait.
highlight here.
Guys, look, my little ovary stickers. Yay.
Nice.
I love it.
Oh, so cute.
I don't have any highlights. I hate this book.
Okay, so mine says
Andrea is
this
very
one-
goth tonight.
So goth. I mean, I don't know, like I feel like okay, is he then where Sarah had smiled? I like a challenge. He'll become the conquest of conquest. So right from the beginning, he sees him as a challenge. You know? He sees him like, oh, he's not gay? Well, I'm gonna turn him super gay. You'll see. I'm gonna gay him up with my gay penis. Let's see. Tonight, this deliciously dominant male had given Merceo two things no one else here would dare: a refusal and an order. I can't say that with a straight face.
Okay.
I'm like, someone wrote this. Someone wrote this and made money.
got
Okay, let me find something else. Do you have yours?
Yes, I have one. Okay. This is the vampire talking. I can scent what your seed will taste like. Beautiful. You'll have to pry me away.
No.
Cass couldn't catch his breath. This isn't happening. We're both male. It sometimes occurs this way. I, for one, couldn't be happier with the mate fate chose for me, and you're clearly attracted to me. How many times had Cass wondered, why only Mercio? Why no other males? Because you've mesmerized me. One more time.
Taking away my choice.
One more time. I don't have the ability. Fault me for being supernaturally sexy. Guilty as charged. But I'm no mind controller.
Yeah, I do have to say that consent was like a big deal here because the demon thinks that the vampire has like glamored him or like bamboozled him into like loving him, and he doesn't until he bites him. And then he does. Then he does. Then it's like, oh, okay. So le diste la razón because he's definitely. But I have something like that too, where he's like, you fucking mesmerized me, taking away my choice. And he's like, what? I can't do that. Like, I can do all these vampire things, but I can't like make you be gay.
Also, I for one am kind of on team demon. Like, I'd rather be a demon in this universe because the vampires start losing their heartbeat and lose blood and can't get boners or anything. Meanwhile, the demons... Okay. Demon. Once I find my female, I'll be loyal to my dying breath. Though Cass was young, he'd already longed for her and the younglings she'd give him. At least you can keep fucking until then. No end in sight for your cock stands. Cass countered.
Oh my!
Cass countered. At least you know what it's like to spill seed. A male demon could only orgasm before he claimed his fated one, but he couldn't release semen until he lost his demon seal inside his mate's body. Why are you so against monogamy? Yo, you mean literally the demon curse is that you can't have a baby? Like, you can live your life, you can have a career, you can like fuck around, have a good time. You live for basically ever. Like, oh, you get to be in your 20s. Because that's what being a demon is. Meanwhile, being a vampire is like, potty, 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 potty. Aww.
Dead. Like, then you just like, oh. then you're just dead until you meet the love of your life, basically.
And
Yeah,
like,
but I
what if
imagine
the
him
love
like
of your
it,
life
like,
lives in Croatia.
yeah, and then you guys never meet. Oh well, good luck with that.
Like, oh, vampire Viagra.
Okay, mine is. I have another one where I don't know what the hell this is. I don't know what's it. Okay, it says Cass's heart pounded in his ears. The vampire's gaze dipped to Cass's groin, then back up. Careful, sweetheart. Your eyes are turning black with rage, right? Because the demons, their eyes change, and also the demons' like horns are really sensitive. So like if someone caresses the horns, and then they flex, like they can straighten out or like curve, depending on. I thought that was funny.
I could just
Depending on, like,
imagine
how
him
he
being
feels.
confused and his horns just being like, oh, I don't know.
Just like, I don't know what's happening. Just all twisted up and shit.
Or like a really strong breeze, and it's just like,
Yeah. Okay. So it says, "Careful, sweetheart. Your eyes are turning black with rage." Cass heard the females whispering, "Merceau's already been blooded. The demon and the vampire are mates. We'd love to see their claiming to be the jam in that sandwich." This book went there. This book went places I didn't think. Like, we read that dinosaur sex book, and I did not laugh like once how I laughed with this book.
Because the dinosaur sex book was just.
I mean, it's the same deal. You would like gain your immortality inside the giant holographic body of the giant dinosaur you're
you
fucking.
meant that dinosaur. I thought you meant the one where like the girl
No,
actually
no.
had sex with the T-Rex.
No.
No, I'm talking about not talking about the T-Rex, the other one, the eternal craving, eternal.
Eternal.
Eternal craving.
I remember that one.
Reincarnated dinosaur.
The only book where I was like, would I ever date a velociraptor?
Hey man, I
would.
wouldn't. I don't know if I wouldn't.
No, I would. Velociraptor's my favorite dinosaur. They hunt in packs. They have maternal instincts. They have those giant claws.
I've always said this. I would have sex with a dragon. I would.
Yeah.
If it was, I would.
Yeah, they're so wise. Duh.
Oh yeah. So all the other times that he's like orgasming, these are all the times that I highlighted it. When he's like, "Coming!" He says it like 3 times in like different chapters.
Yeah.
He's like,
I'm gonna
roaring.
I'm gonna start announcing this in all caps. Eating.
Yeah.
Sleeping.
My God.
I also feel like it lasted a really long time. Like they would start roaring that they were about to come, and the roar would last like 10 minutes, and I would just be like, okay, just come now. Like I'm ready. Just
I know,
wait,
like, I end this.
Are you done yet?
Finish him.
It's taking a very long time.
literally the first scene where they actually have sex, I remember like turning the page and being like, you still haven't come? Like,
I read these cap locks like fucking 3 pages ago. What's going on, man?
I feel like I'm only gonna
know what it's like to male ejaculate. That being said, neither do I, but like I don't want to read 3 pages of it, that's for sure.
Exactly. I feel like this link is one I'm probably only gonna share on certain forms of social media. There's been a lot of cum talk.
So much. So there was so much
many,
in this book. Someone in the forum
commented
like
and family members on Facebook.
Someone was like, "Oh, their pants, like they're like constantly coming in their pants," and I'm like,
"They come in their pants all the time."
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know.
I understand the human body's got a lot of fluids going on, but like,
okay, this was my favorite one though. It says, okay, his cock jerked, then began to spurt between them. Would have caught Merceau's face if not for Cass's hand. Demon! All caps. He wrenched yells from Merceau's lungs and come from his rod. With each surging jet of seed, Merceau's ass contracted all along. Cass is like, cataclysmic! Italics. He gave a savage bellow. Fucking feel you! If I want to have this, this is like, is this what it's like? This is what I want. This is what I want for myself. Caps lock and italics. This is what I want.
That's
wait, hold on. No, we're not doing it. Cass's demon gaze locked on the flesh of Merceau's neck. Mine! I'm done. Fucking done, man.
Oh my God.
And then his demon seal vanishes and he like, he's done. And he's like, I love you. And then the other guy starts puking blood the next morning. He's like, something's wrong with me. Why don't you like me?
I think
I'm gay for you.
I think I'm allergic to demon seals. Oh god. Just don't jizz on me. Hold on. Get my EpiPen. Where's my EpiPen? Oh my god. Any sex scene where someone jerks someone off in the style of a very intense fist pump is one that I thoroughly enjoy.
It's so fucking caps lock, italics, so many exclamation points. I was hoping for like a random, like just number one, just like someone didn't check it right.
A pound sign somewhere.
A
treble clef.
If anything, I can legitimately say that I enjoyed just being like baffled by the book, just being like,
oh my god, baffled by the boner.
They like never even needed any rest time. Like they were ready to go. Like
nah, girl.
Like all the time, over and over.
Girl, with the right.
This is what an immortal is like. That's why my other question was: would this have made more sense if I were an immortal? Because like, remember this whole thing? I'm like, what if I'm coming at this from a human point of view? What if I'm just like an immortal? And then it makes sense. Everything is dull because I'm gonna live forever. So like everything needs to be caps lock in order for it to be really cool. Oh. I
don't know. I feel like when you find the right demon, like you can just have sex forever and just like always want to be.
If you're a vampire, whoever makes your heart beat, like it makes you feel alive. That's your
exactly. When you find your like meant to be immortal soul, it's like every erection is like a heartbeat, constant and strong.
Might as well just put those pants in the laundry because there's going to be cum all over them.
Time to not wear black clothes ever again.
But that's what I picture them in all the time. Them wearing just leather
vests.
Black leather. Just like so goth, you know?
Can you jizz proof leather? Can you like treat it? I know
if you can get an egg and like fertilize it. Also, that sounds cool. Like, why don't we have that option? Why can't we just like have a big dinosaur egg that we could like sit on for like 2
over
seconds?
there?
Okay,
like
fertilize it.
A little Yoshi egg. That's what I pictured them walking around with.
Yeah.
A little Yoshi baby, just like our demon baby. Yeah.
Wait. This was an actual like egg because I thought they were talking about like the eggs inside females.
No, I thought it was like an egg. That's what I pictured. I pictured a Yoshi.
They were saying you'd fertilize an egg and then put it inside a woman. So it's probably like a human egg, but because
I was picturing like a big ostrich egg.
Both of you thought that it was a bird's egg.
Whatever, man. They're like demons.
For a while until they said it was going to go inside the woman. And then I was like, oh, I guess they mean.
No, I deleted that part. I was just like, oh, it's like they get to, like they come on the egg and then the egg has like their essence and then it hatches into a demon baby, like very Oryx and Crake mythology. Like she was born from a big black egg. Right? That's how I pictured it, like a big black egg and this beautiful pale woman appears from it.
Yeah. Like couldn't you see Indy hatching from a little egg? Look at him.
I'm never gonna forget that you guys thought it was like a bird.
man, whatever. I don't need this.
It's like once I'm gonna make an egg joke.
Bitch. Flips computer screen.
It accidentally steps on it. Oh shit. Honey, we're having a frittata today.
We're sending a frittata to college.
Oh god. Okay, so would you guys the book ends like very abruptly at 84 or 83% or something?
Yeah.
It was just like boom, we're done.
Like
so would you read the next part?
No, never. But this is what happened. I was at 81%. I said, you know what? I'm gonna take a nice long bubble bath and I'm gonna finish this book. The water's filling up. I had just gotten in the tub. I turned like 2 pages and the book is over.
Same. But I finished the book quickly. It's a short book. It's really short. Also, not a lot happens. So it's just like so much.
No, but I would definitely not read the sequel. I realize that that's what I usually say, and I never read the sequels anyways. But I extra mean it with this book.
Well, I always say I'm gonna read the Falconer sequel though, and I'm gonna let you know how it is because you might want to read that one.
I might actually read that one in 2 years. That's been the only one that's even remotely piqued my interest.
Got it.
Oh, guys, 2 years.
Oh no, I know.
I want to point out that even though it is Hangout 23 on YouTube, it is technically Hangout 25, right? We passed our 2-year mark.
Yeah, we did, but we didn't do it. We skipped a few months, and the very first one, it was off air because I was still trying to convince y'all to do this. So we did Mirror of Her Dreams, and it was offline.
I did not want to be on the internet. By y'all, she means me.
But don't you feel better about it now that there's a video where you're just talking about demon jizz? No,
for an hour.
It's worth it. It's so worth it.
Yeah, that's why I don't share this link with literally anybody.
Whoever makes it this far into the video is someone who loves us.
God bless you.
No.
Bless you. It's okay, Andrea.
Up with us. Anyway.
You're gonna have to get used to it once we get internet famous. Cause my Instagram game is blowing up. My tweets are blowing up. Soon everyone's gonna know. And when they interview me for Time Magazine, they're gonna be like, "Yo, do you still feel the same way about Demon Come?" And I'm gonna
change positions on Demon Come yet.
And I will stare at the interviewer and I will say, "Always." No.
Okay, so we had our hangout before Vaginal Fantasy, so I don't know what's the next book that's coming. So I guess we'll find out next week.
Ooh. However, request for Bonnie and the Vaginal Fantasy ladies, and we're gonna tag you in this. Please go to Comic-Con because I bought tickets to go on Friday and Saturday, and I would love to meet you in person. That would be great.
Yeah, Tashay supposed to vlog the Comic-Con too.
I'm gonna try to vlog Comic-Con. I also want to try to vlog BookCon, which I need to get tickets for. But ladies, please.
We should all go to BookCon. I know it's not even gonna happen, but we should all go anyway.
You'll be with me, little birds.
Yes. Wait, what was your bird? What was your bird of prey for the falconer?
My ravens.
Yeah, the ravens. I'll be the owl, but the really awkward one.
Wait, what did I say? What did I say? My bird of prey.
Finches.
A dozen finches.
The little finches.
Wait, I said finches. That doesn't sound like it would hurt.
It's lovebirds, isn't it?
Oh,
finches are lovebirds.
These are just a ton of little tiny birds.
Yeah. You said you had a pair of those birds and they were lesbians.
I did have a pair of those birds.
Yeah, so you said it was hundreds of birds.
Tell me more.
Well, I guess.
And then Christina was like, "They'll attack the homophobes."
No, I guess if I have enough of them, it doesn't matter how little they are.
Yeah,
exactly. They're little tiny.
Though they be little, they are fierce.
Cool. All right, let's say goodbye. I don't know. I don't know if I can come up with anything else about Demon Jizz.
Nope.
This hangout. All right, if you made it this far, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next month or later when we post our Comic-Con stuff. Bye, internet.
Au revoir.